Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at the Samsung Galaxy M10. And this was launched with the M20, so let's have a closer look at this. I firmly believe that the M20 is a better device, but let's also look at this one now. So let's open up the seals, guys, and the pricing of this one, this comes in two variants, guys. This is the 3GB RAM variant, as you can see, and this comes with 32 GB of storage. There is also another variant that comes with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of storage. That's priced at 8,000 rupees. But I firmly believe if you're buying this one, go with at least the 3 GB RAM variant, because I feel for Android at least 3 GB is the base variant, base required, and this will be sold in India for about 9,000 on Amazon. So let's have a look at this. It says Infinity V display. Other specs are over here. I'll talk about it later. Let's open this up and have a look. So this is the box, and looks like no case is supplied, just some paperwork over here in this box, so nothing exciting here. And this is the device itself, and in terms of looks from the back, it resembles the M20, but there is a big difference. I feel this one does not have the fingerprint scanner. It relies on face unlocking, so that's something that you have to note. And this one is also that polycarbonate kind of a back. That's almost the same thing as we find on this bigger brother, that's the M20, but as you can see, looks pretty similar. This is a lot thinner because this M20 has a 5000 milliamp hour battery, whereas this has a 3400 milliamp hour battery, and it actually feels very light also. Let's see what else do we get in the box. In this one, we are going to get a standard micro USB cable, as you can see, and also the charger is just a normal charger, guys. 5 volts at 1 amp, that's it, not a fast charger or anything. So that's the big difference. The M20 gets a fast charger. This is just getting puny small regular charger. So that's what we get in the box. So let's keep that to the side and let's look at this handset itself. And as you can see, let me first give you a physical overview. And again, a lot of plastic is applied, stickers, and good to see that even this one has a secondary noise cancellation microphone here at the top. The build quality looks similar to the M20. This is the volume rocker, power on off button, gives good tactile feel, and bottom will be the main microphone, micro USB port, and 3.5mm headphone jack. The speaker is actually moved on this one over here. On the M20 it was here, so again we see that difference. And this end we have the SIM tray. Again, this will also have a dedicated micro SD card slot, if I'm not wrong. Yes, again, as you can see, the same setup, and I think so this one requires it because it has less internal storage. Moving to the back, we have a 13 plus 5 megapixel. Again, this one also has a 13 plus 5, but the sensor is actually slightly different for the 13 megapixel camera. 5 megapixel is the ultra wide, and the front facing camera is a 5 megapixel on this one. Let's try to power this on, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. The Samsung Galaxy M10 is having a 6.22-inch HD plus screen in the 19:9 aspect ratio. It's powered by the Exynos 7870 octa-core processor. This is not a new one, this is actually an old one, and comes in 2 GB of RAM that comes with 16 GB of storage, and 3 GB of RAM comes with 32 GB of storage. Moving to the camera, the rear facing camera is a dual camera setup, 13 megapixel at f1.9, and 5 megapixel secondary camera is actually ultra wide camera. Moving to the front facing camera, it's a 5 megapixel and it has a 3400 milliamp hour battery. So guys, I've just finished setting up this device, and as you can see, this one also has that V-shaped notch and has a 6.22-inch screen. And as this is having just a 3400 milliamp hour battery, it's actually relatively a lot lighter than, what do you say, M20. And this one does not have the fingerprint scanner, so you have to rely actually on the face unlocking on this one. Let's try that. I'm just going to press this, and it takes a second, and you have to actually swipe, guys. You have to actually swipe, and then it unlocks, and it takes about half a second. As you can see, let me try again, like this, and then it unlocks. So random wallpaper was also coming. As you can see, the wallpapers are changing for some reason. As you can see, yeah, So there might be a setting to disable, but anyways, these are the settings. And one good thing that I've noticed is that this one also has auto brightness sensor on this one, so that's actually a nice thing. And if we go over here again, this is the experience UI, guys, not the new one UI. And if we go to software information over here, as you can see, it's still running on Oreo. They should have given Pi out of the box, but this is what you get, Android Oreo. And guys, this is the 32 GB variant. This comes with 3 GB of RAM. So if we go to the storage, let's look at how much storage do we get on this one. And as I've mentioned earlier also, I believe if you're going with this one, go at least with this one, because this has 3 GB of RAM, and out of the 32 GB you will get roughly about 23 GB space available to you. So that's regarding the storage. And many people are actually confusing that both of these actually have the same processor. No, the M20 actually has the newer processor. This one has the older Exynos 7870. Now let's also quickly look at the camera on this one. And many of you were actually confusing that both of them actually have the same camera. Yes, technically speaking, yes, 13+5 even on the M20 and 13+5 even on this one, but this has slightly a different sensor. And let me actually show you the camera interface and its samples. But before that, here is a word from the sponsor of this video, that is Mivi.in. Here we have the compact yet extremely powerful and beautiful Mivi range of wireless speaker. The room with a 5-watt output easily fits in your pocket. This is the Moonstone with an output of 10 watts output. It's perfect for small gathering. Octave comes with a 16-watt output, making it the loudest speaker in the range. All these three Bluetooth speakers have premium build quality with fabric. They are dust and splash resistant. So log on to Mivi.in today and use the coupon code Geekyranjit to get special discount on all Mivi products. Check the link in the description below. So let's open the camera interface, and the camera interface is exactly similar to the M20. As you can see, this is the regular shot, and this is the wide angle lens. And as you can see, the wide angle lens is actually really wide on this one, 120 degrees. Again, to give you an idea, this was the regular shot. Let me show you the pictures to get. So this was the I'm just gonna love whatever. This is the regular shot, guys, and this was the wide angle lens, as you can see. But I'll show you a lot more samples later on. And HDR is there, and we also have the front facing camera. It says take selfies easily, and as you can see, you can disable this and all these things. And we also have the live focus even on this one. You have to enable it, says. But let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually take some sample shots with this one and show it to you so that you have a better idea regarding the camera performance. So these are some of the samples taken with the rear facing camera of this Galaxy M10, and this was taken in the regular mode, but this was taken in the wide angle lens. So that wide angle lens is the speciality of this one. Again, an example, this is in the regular mode and this was taken in the wide angle lens. I also took some close-up macro shots to see how it does, and as you can see, even for close-up macro shots in outdoor conditions, it does a good job. Now moving to human subjects, I took some sample shots and they came out okay, but I feel the color was a little bit pale to my liking. As you can see, again, this was in the portrait mode. Again, the colors are a little bit pale. One more shot, again, it was fine, but again, the colors look a little bit pale. And even in this portrait mode, I had the same effect, as you can see. Again, one more sample shots. The picture is fine, but the colors just look weird in my opinion. Surprisingly, the wide angle lens did a better job in colors in my opinion. And these were taken with the front facing camera. It's a 5 megapixel front facing camera. The colors, etc., are good, but again, in sharpness, it's not super sharp. We also have that bokeh mode with the front facing camera. So these were taken in that live focus bokeh mode. Again, some samples in indoor lighting conditions with the rear facing camera, and this was taken in the bokeh live bokeh mode. And one more sample in my office, and again, here I feel it did a better job, but again, there is that washed out effect. Moving to the front facing camera in artificial lighting conditions, as you can see, the picture tends to be a little bit soft and you have to be careful, otherwise it can come blurry. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at the Samsung M10. What do you guys think about this one? I frankly feel, yes, it's not a bad device considering the Samsung brand. You get the base variant at 8,000, but I would strongly suggest you go with at least the 3 GB RAM variant, because Android works well with at least 3 GB of RAM, and that pushes the price to about 9,000 rupees. And we already have the M20 at about 11,000 rupees. So frankly, I would once say if you really want these new M series devices, go with the M20, because the M20 is definitely way better. It has a fingerprint scanner, 5000 milliamp hour battery, fast charging, USB type C. So again, anyways, what do you think about this Samsung Galaxy M10? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys.